Hi, I'm Claire and I make Sims 4 build videos. This week I am going to be doing a modern desert home for a family of 4. So we are going to be starting off in the kitchen, and I wanted this space to be very black and white. I actually did find a inspiration picture on Pinterest. Pinterest has been my best friend lately because I've been having a little bit of builder's block. So if you guys on YouTube have any ideas for me to build, I would love to hear them. Love to see what you would like me to build. And so I'll talk more about that inspiration picture when we get into the outside. But for now, we are still working on the kitchen and going to be using the items from the Cool Kitchen Kit, which is a pack I've been trying to use a lot recently, but I feel like it hasn't really been going that well, so I just decided to use it. And so we are just going to be adding some posters and our pictures. I wanted to try to add a frame around them to make them look kind of more legit, like have like a picture frame, but I forgot. And so we are now in the living room area. I wanted this area to be very open concept, and so we are just going to be adding a little coffee table and going to be adding this sofa from the Eco Lifestyle pack. And I just feel like this was like really like black and white, and so I wanted to change the colors to be a little bit more warm. And I really like how the blanket on the sofa matches the pillows on the chairs on the side. And so we are just going to be adding a bookshelf and going to be adding a fish tank, which might be a little bit extreme, but I was trying to go for a big kind of wealthy mansion look in this house, and I thought a fish tank would be kind of funny. This is a house in the desert, so I thought it'd be funny for like a fish tank. And so we are just going to be adding a little side table and going to be adding some plants, and I keep one of them like normal size, and I thought I sized the first one down, so the second plant I add in this area is the smaller size, and I will fix that before I upload this house on the gallery. If you want to play in this house, you can find it on the Sims4 gallery. My ID is green_rose_sims, and this house, like the name and the value, will be down in the description. Still not sure exactly what I want to call it. Probably like modern desert home or house with a pool. And so we are just going to be adding a little bit of decoration on these bookshelves, and I feel like I want to do a house soon for a bookworm. I'm just trying to kind of channel that energy, but I didn't really do it like completely. This is a family of 4, so I wanted there to be like different personalities, maybe both parents or bookworms, and so that's why they have a mini library in their house. Okay, not actually, but what do you think of that idea? Should I do a tiny house possibly for a bookworm? And so we are just going to be making a little seating area when you first walk in. I always enjoy having a place to take off your shoes when you are like entering a new house, and so in real life, and so I just wanted to implement that in this house. And now we are in the half bath off of the entry. If I were to like rearrange this floor plan, I would probably move this house or this bathroom kind of more towards the back of the house, just because if your Sims are hosting a pool party per se, then your Sims don't have to like track water throughout the house. I know that's not actually possible in The Sims, but I try to keep things kind of realistic when I'm building. Although this is the house I haven't done in a while that doesn't have laundry. If you subscribe to me and or follow me, you probably would know that my past like 3 videos have all had laundry day in them, which is kind of annoying to play with sometimes. And so this is a laundry day free house, and so we are just in the dining room area. I was trying to make this into like a room, but I didn't want it to be like closed off, so I have the stairs just to kind of block but like still keep it open. And I'm just going to be adding this mirror because all of the other walls had windows, and I started finding like, oh, let's just reflect more light with a mirror. And so we are just going outside, and this is really where I got the inspiration. The inspiration picture was actually in the forest, I think, but it had this like giant deck with like stairs going all along it, and then I kind of did add a grill area, but on the top there is another deck with like another like enclosed room, and so we'll talk more about that once we get to that area. But for right now, I'm just going to be adding some grilling accessories and going to be adding a sink. And I wanted to add a pool because it is the desert. I don't think I said this yet, but I built this in the world of Strangerville, so take that with a warning. I know Strangerville is a little bit of iffy pack because it's weird, but I wanted to build a desert home, and I wanted to build it in here just because I haven't built a house in here for a while. And so we are just going to be adding some lounge chairs, also from Eco Lifestyle, and I wanted to there to be a pool, like I said, just because this is a desert environment and there is a heat wave going on. Your Sims can cool off in the pool, and so we are just going to be making a little separation from the patio and the grass, not patio, the tile. And so now we are just going to be making a little seating area down here, kind of more exposed in the sun. And I did want to add a little fire pit area, and so we're just going to be using these matching chairs from the deck it's a smaller version from the sofa on the deck. And I did add this fireplace from the kids' backyard camping kit. I don't remember, but it had this little fire pit, and I thought that was really cute. I would like some more items like that where it's like kind of like enclosed off of the ground fire pit, and it might not make a lot of sense to have like evergreen trees there in the fire pit, but I thought it was kind of like a homage to the inspiration picture I found. And so we are just going to be adding an umbrella and some pool towels. I thought that would be important to add, and so I do move those because I decided to add a hot tub. But for right now, we are just going to be adding some lotions and sunscreen by the lounge chairs, and there's that hot tub. It kind of matches the grill area with the stone, although I didn't match the stone. I ended up going with a different swatch, and so just moving the pool towels by the door, and just going to have some privacy between the hot tub and the pool. I just kind of felt like it just needed it to be its own little space, and so we are now just going to be adding some more chairs in the seating area. I was imagining that maybe like kids and their friends be around the s'more area, and the parents would just kind of be hanging back, making sure nothing catches on fire. And so that was my thought process, but I did want it to be kind of like a photo moment. I know it's kind of weird, so I just have like a whole bunch of not trees, like bushes around the couch, but now we are on the second level of the house, and we are going to be starting off in this office slash playroom. Well, I started off with a office or a playroom, but I ended up making an office and just having a playroom area in the kids' room. And so we are just going to be using this chair or this desk from the Snowy Escape pack and going to be adding a chair. And that might be kind of like, wait, Snowy Escape in a desert world build? Reason I used that pack is because I wanted the windows to match the doors I chose in the back of the house, and these windows both have like the grid lines, and so that's why I used Snowy Escape, and I just wanted to kind of not just use the windows from that pack. And so now we are just going to be adding in a little bookshelf area. And I kind of forgot to decorate this spot. I kind of forgot, like, oh, I can slot some stuff into these cubbies. And so maybe I'll just leave it empty, and then you guys can download this house and play in it and put, like, your own clutter and decorations in there. And so we are just going to be adding some pictures from the new library book kit. I actually don't know the proper name for any of the kits. I know there's 2 plant kits, and yeah, so anyway, I am just going to be adding some rugs just to make it feel a little bit more cozy and not so stale. And now we are in the kids' bedroom, which the kids' bedroom and the primary bedroom both have the same kind of color scheme in, and I would change it, but I pretty much like how both of the rooms look, and I feel like I do that kind of a lot. I like have like one room that's like completely different, and then the other 2 rooms are kind of similar. So sorry, I'll try to break that habit. And something about this desk underneath the bed, I was having trouble with like the items staying. Like every time I like reloaded the game, the items kept disappearing. The chair and the decorations I have on the desk. So some of these items might be here when you play the game. It might completely disappear, but I guess, like I said, with the cubbies on the bookshelf, you can just make it how you want. And so I wanted to give this child a lot of indoor play items, just since it is a hot environment and they probably don't want to be outside too much during the day, so they don't get sunburned or die of heat stroke, although kids don't die of heat stroke, so at least not in The Sims. And so we are just going to be adding some animal posters or pictures, words, and just going to be adding this little hot air balloon decal sticker. And so we are just now going to be adding some items from the kids' room stuff pack. This is also a pack I have recently rediscovered and have been using a lot of items just because I honestly, I don't really know. I just wanted something different, and I wanted to use the Void Critters Battle Station because I thought that would be a fun indoor game when it's too hot outside to play. And so just going to be adding some stickers of some of the characters. Didn't add all of them, I just wanted to make a nice little circle. And so I forgot that there is a special toy chest that came with the kids room stuff packs. I wanted to add another item there and add some soccer signed jerseys. Maybe that's like the child's favorite thing to do when it is nice wet weather outside, is to play soccer, and so that is from the Discovery University pack, and so I wanted to also add a bike because of that. And now we are in the teen's room, and I thought this teen could be a plant lover and a fashionista type of sim. I was watching a YouTuber, Molly Burke. She's like a fashionista, and that's kind of I think where like the inspiration came from for like making this teen a fashionista too. And so we are just going to be using the Jungle Adventure bed because I thought that maybe they would also be boho or be like into that boho idea. I did want to like make the whole house like modern desert boho, but I end up just making this room kind of more boho, and so we are just going to be adding a rug, and I do end up getting rid of that rug, but here is the main point of the room, which is this closet unit. This is all from the Dream Home Decorator pack, and I just wanted there to be a lot of storage for this teen to hold clothes, maybe hold some study items, and so we are just going to be adding little cubbies in between, and this was actually pretty fun to design. I feel like I don't usually go this detailed with my Sims builds, and so it's just kind of fun to do this like this. And I do rotate the bed because I felt like there wasn't really that much walkway in between of the bed and the closets. I do rotate it onto the wall. I do also change the bed to just be gray and black and white because I thought that it was kind of too much. I do add a lot of like other pastel pinks and blushes, and so the pink on the bed just was a little too bubblegum compared to these blushes I was using. And so we are just going to be decorating the shelving in the dresser and going to be just adding a lot of different items, trying to make this very cluttered in a way. And I did add this item from like the baby infant update, and I know it's like supposed to be like baby powder and baby oil, but it could also be like face lotion and like hair and skincare products. And so we are just going to be adding a pile of laundry and some clothes that maybe the sim just got back from a little shopping spree. And so now we are just going to be adding a little desk space for the sim to work on the homework and just kind of have a little quiet moment maybe. And so we are just going adding a little side table with a lamp and going to be adding some items onto the desk now. And I wanted this area to feel very simple, and now we are going to be going out of the room into the hallway area, and I couldn't really figure out what exactly I wanted like in the middle of the room. I thought some of these empty frames from the Growing Together pack would be a good idea, so your Sims can add their pictures onto the wall. And I don't know if I said this before, but I'm pretty sure those picture frames are my new favorite item in the game. And so I did say I wanted this teen to be a plant lover, and so I am keeping with that theme with these plants. I also found a poster with some like leaves, some like lily pads from the high school years pack, and so we are just going to be making a little plant corner over here. And I do add a bonsai tree, so your sim a sim can start gaining the gardening skill. And so now we are in the primary bedroom, and this space is the room I was saying that kind of reminds me of the child's room, just with the blue theme. I feel like if this room wasn't blue, it just would seem kind of blah with like just the white wallpaper. I did add a feature wall with some like whitewashed brick, just kind of gave it some texture, but it still was kind of like white canvas, and so the bed just kind of gives it a pop of color, and I wanted to keep it in a lighter wood tone. And so we are just going to be adding some hanging clothes for the parents, and I wanted this to be a little bit bigger than the teens bedroom, and so we are just going to be adding some pictures now. I really like this like big picture with 3 little ones underneath. I feel like it's really cute to like have like big picture of like a family and then like individual pictures like underneath. And so now we are just going to be adding a little mirror. Honestly, didn't really know what to add right there, and so I thought a mirror would be a good choice. And so we are just going to be adding a little bush, and it's kind of livening up this space on the dresser or the closet, and just going to be adding a door into the second level patio or the balcony, so your Sims can get to that space through the hallway on the second level and through this primary bedroom. And I just thought it would be a little fun space to hang out together as a family, maybe when it's a little bit of a cooler night. And so I wanted to add these bushes and plants from Snowy Escape just to get another item in there. Also, I don't really use that plant collage a whole lot, and so I just wanted to use it here. And before we go on to the second balcony, I wanted to do a quick bathroom in here. So this house is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath home, and I did find a mirror that doesn't like flip with that extra tile behind the sink, and I was happy when I saw that because I'm like, yay, I don't have to go on a super long mirror hunt. And I thought it'd be fun to add some plants in here, kind of like by the window, so 1, privacy, 2, it's just kind of nice to have plants in the bathroom. And so we are just going to be adding a little picture above the toilet and going on to the balcony that you can get from 2 directions. And so I wanted to add a little telescope. I feel like this telescope, now that it is not the size of a planetarium, I use it a lot more since it is now a normal size, and this area was no exception. And so we are just going to be adding some different skill building items up here. We have an art easel, we have the telescope, but I did also want to make sure there was a place for your Sims to hang out here, so I'm just going to be adding some of these chairs from the perfect patio pack. And so we are getting close to the end of the video, close to the screenshots, so I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you want to see more, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I post new videos every single week on Tuesdays, so you better make sure you're subscribed. I got a lot of fun stuff coming up. Also, make sure to follow me over on Instagram. And if you want to play in this house, you can find that information down in the description. So I hope you all have an amazing week, and hope to see you all next week. Bye!